Press the button.
Button.
You get one mulligan, so...
YOLO.
I followed a hallway, but I have no idea whose hallway this is.
Shit. That is right, my baplings. We are doing a contest, a colour contest to be specific. 13 colours, 13 circles, all in one big circle. Whose circle will be best? Find out at the end of the video. This is my circle. And I was going to do a snake at the beginning, but you'll see how that changes. Enjoy! So before I actually knew what I was going to build, I knew that I wanted to do this effect, and so the first thing I did was this big ass hole. We could go vertically any way we want, but I want to do this cool glass fog effect where you layer glass and air and then you get this kind of cool effect, but you got to like darken the sides for it to look better as well. So I had to like chip out the walls and replace it all black, but here is the result. It just looks awesome. I think I saw Scar, Good Times to Scar do this first, but I'm sure he's not the inventor. And here we can see the beginning of what was going to be a snake, then a Medusa, but the space just wasn't working for me, so I ended up going for a dragon. So first I used the dyed wood here for like a cool like underbelly texture, and then I saw that Stealth was doing a worm. That's when I definitely decided I wasn't going to do a snake, and you know, a few people's builds are starting to come up, but here we go. Here's the shape. I found that if you put green concrete into a stone cutter, it has this cool pattern on it. It looks like scales, and I think it's really neat. I made it nice and long because I wanted to do a traditional like Chinese type dragon. And here I am doing the back scales. Everything was pretty much made out of lime blocks. The body, the scales, the teeth, everything. I wanted it to be lime. I wanted it to be as much of my colour as possible. I feel like some people used other colours more than theirs, which we'll get into a little bit later. But here is pretty much the finished look and shape of it. I quite like how the head came out, and the arms were quite nice to do. I did like slime block stairs for like the claws, and like slime block mini blocks for the teeth, and I gave him the whiskers, and I absolutely loved the eyes. He kind of looks blind, if that sounds weird.
Go in. You know, then...
Any sec now.
Wow.
Oh. Oh shit!
Why am I trapped in the goddamn ice?
Why have you done that? How have you died? Where have you died?
Where is he?
What? Teapot, why?
I needed my head.
I was gonna have a steal
You
it.
needed this head.
Leave me alone.
He's already died once, go away.
Again.
Damn, absolute mad lad. So when I was doing some research for Chinese dragons, me and Houdini found out that a lot of the pictures they were holding these orbs of light. So I thought I would add that to the build. You know, it's accurate to what the pictures were. I know it's not exactly lime green. That's pretty much the only like non-lime green object of the entire build, apart from like a few decorations I add later on. I absolutely love how it looks at night as well. Just the glowing orb adds a little bit of character to the whole build, and not a lot of the other builds were as glowy, so I feel like it kind of helped it stand out just a little bit more. But that's pretty much the finished product. I had did a few little extra secrets like sheep being eaten or in the process of being eaten. Like you can see this one with his entrails hanging out and stuff. You can actually go all the way down into the bottom, because I thought inside the build it kind of looked like stomach acid, even though it was the same fog effect I had already used. It just kind of looked like a pool of acid, I suppose. So we got a little Easter egg, more of the sheeps, and a little me and Lime the dog, who kept me company throughout the entire build contest. Just sitting there surviving. Kind of got the inspiration a little bit from Stealth's build, but his was way better in my opinion. But now we're going to take a look at all of these builds, starting off with, well, you've already seen mine, Lime, it's all done, lovely jubbly. Now we have Vero's. She had green, she did this beam type thing, powered by these here end crystals. I don't like the way it looks, you know, nice and pretty, nice and green, like, nice and simple. Then we have Jackal, who had cyan, and he's done this very tall Japanese tower type thing. I do like the way this looks, but I don't think he used the colour cyan enough, and he also built outside the circle these bottom tower pieces, but he's done some nice banners. He could have maybe done more in the interior as well. Next we have Teapot, who had light blue. He did a David Blaine experience where he was like publicly frozen in a block of ice, and he would switch between him and a look-alike every now and then. It's probably, you'll understand it more if you look into it, but he's gone through the effort of like putting name tags on all the heads and stuff. He's even put a little Resident Evil Easter egg and a It's Easter egg. My head's there. Like, he went through a lot of effort, and there's a lot of little details which I quite like about this. And you'll see in a second, like, he's even gone to the extent of building underneath the whole thing, and like building like this cool like hidden apartment. I'm assuming this is actually what happened. I didn't notice at the time of recording this, but he did put his head somewhere in those underground rooms. I must have missed it when recording, but earlier when he died, that's what it was for. Next up we have Kyle, who had regular blue, and he's gone for this heaven and hell thing with a little Kratos in the middle, and that's supposed to be Mount Olympus, and then this is supposed to be hell frozen over. That's supposed to be like a little bapping Kratos thing. I really like the idea. I feel like it could have been maybe executed a little bit better, but you know, all in all, it's not too bad. Kyle did an alright job. This is Kitty. She did this like little noodle stand thing. Again, I don't feel like she used her colours enough, but it looks nice. I do know this was a tutorial build as well, but I'm not really going to be too fussed over that. But, you know, it came out quite nice. I don't think she got too many points for it, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Next we have Rainbow. Now, Rainbow went through a few changes throughout the thing, but she ended up building this pink wither skeleton. Well, she had magenta, actually. And she didn't know that this looked like the April Fool's Wither that Mojang released one year. And I believe it's also like one block out of the circle as well. But I mean, it looks fine. I liked her original idea better, but it is what it is. You know, it looks nice. Next we have Omladu, who has built this bunny in a stump combo thing. I like it a lot. I feel like maybe the top tree bit is a little bit skinny compared to the stump, but I love going in the stump with all the rabbits and bunnies, and it looks super cute, and he's done a really good job on it. Next we have Jessica, who's done this Tower of Jenga, as she calls it. It's very tall Japanesey tower. She had the colour brown. She used a lot of woods, and she's actually gone through the effort of like decorating every floor and things like that. She's done this cool sword room, and there's a whole book with like lore saying about how the game Jenga is, you know, based on this very tower, and if someone breaks this tower, then the whole thing would go down. And then we have Stealth Tactics, who has done this cool ass fucking nether worm with like the whole server attacking it. Now he does have an inside bit with like a whole stomach, but I don't have footage of that because at the time he said only judges could go into it. So if you want to check that out, go to Grayson's channel and you can see exactly what's in there. It's really cool. And I love it. I think it's a cool idea, and at the time I said if I didn't win I wanted him to win, and I believe he came third. Next we have Slytherin. She had orange. She's built this very cute orange fox. Slytherin had some issues throughout the week and so she couldn't really participate, but she managed to just come on one night and just whack that out, and she did a great job. Lastly, we have Dabs, who's done this Bart Simpson skating with a middle finger and a bong, just chilling. But yeah, let me know what build was your favourite, and let me know what you thought I got. Peace.
Such a European thing to deconstruct everything.
I'll deconstruct your fucking face.
So aggressive. Good lord, Babs. What the fuck?